Hey, I learned a few things about Google Meet, or there are a few things that I have figured out about Google Meet that I found helpful to know in the session that Chad and I did today. So I want to share them with you all. Maybe there are already things that you know. Um, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm going to here in Google Meet, I'm going to join a meeting. This is just going to be a meeting with just me. I'm going to join now. And here I am. All right, so a couple things. Thing one, down here in the bottom right, 3-dot menu, I'm going to go first to change layout. When I walk into a Google Meet, you can't see all the students unless it's a tiny class because the default is 16. So this is how you change that. So now you can see a whole class. So that's what I do when I walk in the room. And then I wanted to show you some things about the whiteboard. So I'm going to click those 3 dots in the bottom right corner again. I'm going to open a jam, start a new whiteboard. When I do that, it shares that whiteboard into the meeting chat. So anybody that's already in the room will be able to see that meeting chat. However, if somebody drops out and comes back in, they won't be able to see that. So periodically, you might need to drop that back in the chat. All right, so here we are. Here's the whiteboard that I just created, but nobody can see it yet. So I can draw on it. I can write some notes that can be labels of things. Can move and resize those things. Again, you may already know all of these things. You can also search for images. Chad used this one in our meeting this morning. A lot of times if you use one with a background on it, it just becomes hard to see. So it's nice to pick one with a white background, and it made my day when Chad used this particular raccoon. So anyways, I'm drawing a thing, I'm playing around with it, I'm making it how I want it, but nobody else in my Google Meet can see it. So I have to share it with them. So I'm gonna go up here to the share bar on my Jamboard. And right now, only people that I've added can look at this, which is nobody. So I'm gonna change the link. Now anybody with an Urban Ecology Center address can view it. Still not everybody in the Meet. So we are going to change that. I'm going to click on this where it says Urban Ecology Center, say anybody with the link. Because this link is over here in the Jamboard, now everybody can view it. So really I should have done this before I started drawing on it. Sometimes you want your drawing to be ready when you get there. You can also open up a Jamboard that you've already done so that you don't have to make this beautiful thing later. So now everybody in my Google Meet can see this beautiful thing that I'm illustrating. Oh, if I want to point something out, the bottom option is a laser. So if I want to be like, look at this raccoon's nose, I can do that and then the laser will disappear. So then I can ask students to click on the laser and ask them to point and do things and circle the thing, and then it'll disappear, which is nice for both, hey, look at this thing if I'm doing it, or everybody draw a thing, and then it doesn't just stay around forever. So those are kind of nice. Oh, but the students can't do it yet, right? Because back up at the share, anyone on the internet with this link over here can view it. If I want them to be able to draw on it, I need to change some things. So I'm going to change anyone with a link can edit. It's going to update. Link is still the same. And now everybody on my Google Meet can edit this Jamboard. However, the longer you leave that up, the crazier it gets. So if you go back and change it to view, locks it down again, everything they've already added is still there, but they can't keep adding new things. So we had a moment where we let them speak or let them draw for a little bit, And then we shut it down and we talked about what they were drawing. When I did that in a previous class and I didn't shut it down, they just kept drawing and kept drawing and kept drawing, even though it was like, all right, now it's time to stop drawing and talk about what you drew. I was like, but I can draw. So they were engaged, let us say, but being able to change who can access this Jamboard is really helpful. I think that's all I have to share with you right now, but if you have if I think of other things, or if I